Now that Justice League has come and gone, it means we're finally done with superhero films for 2017. To celebrate this miraculous feat, but mostly because I'm moving and countdown videos are easy to make, here is my countdown of the best superhero movies of 2017. Number 6. Justice League. Justice League is a terrible movie. It barely qualifies as a movie. It should be taught in film schools on everything not to do in a movie. I can't believe this is on this list, but I didn't see Lego Batman, so here we are. If you want to hear my full, spoiler-free rant on Justice League, click the link in the description below. Number 5. Power Rangers. Yes, Power Rangers is a superhero movie. I never really thought about it when I was a kid watching Power Rangers, but they were superheroes. I enjoyed this movie, and I hope they make more. It's hard for me to look at this movie critically, though. Power Rangers were and are a huge part of my life. I watched them when they were airing as a child, and I watched the original series again as an adult with some friends, as recently as this year. That show really does not hold up. Then we get the movie. It opens with a joke about jerking off a bull, and I know I should hate this. But later, when Rita Repulsa shouts, "Make my monster grow!" and we get the first shot of Goldar, I'm cheering in the theater. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, or maybe Power Rangers just hits too close to home for me to be critical of it. Either way, I had a great time seeing this movie. Number 4. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is DC's good movie. Their only good movie. Gal Gadot is phenomenal, and Chris Pine is completely unnecessary. Don't get me wrong, he's a good actor, and he acts well in the role. It just bothers me that this is the first decent female superhero movie, and the entire time she's being led around by the nose by a man as if she was too stupid to figure it out for herself. I know that it's a fish out of water story, but why couldn't they have made Chris Pine's character female? Wonder Woman is bisexual, or not even have that character be a love interest at all. It just feels demeaning. This woman leaves her home, falls in love with the first man she meets, and follows him around the world. And yet this is still one of the better superhero movies this year, and one of the most feminist movies ever made. God, Hollywood is fucked up. Number 3. Logan. Logan is the best superhero movie Fox has put out thus far. Unless Deadpool is more your thing. It's kind of a toss-up, but I'm getting off track. The point is they finally figured out how to make a decent movie. Stop pandering to a younger audience. Come up with a good story and don't worry about a PG-13 rating. And that's exactly what they did with Logan. Well, that's not exactly true. Apparently Hugh Jackman had to take a massive pay cut to ensure that Logan got an R rating. But hopefully now they've learned their lesson. Anyway, Logan is such a good movie, it gave a satisfying ending to a series of movies I never really cared about or even liked. Number 2. Thor Ragnarok. Marvel finally figured out how to make a good Thor movie. Put Thor in an entirely different movie. Ragnarok is just a Planet Hulk movie with a little bit of Doctor Strange mixed in for flavor. And then Thor shows up, and the shenanigans ensue. This isn't a criticism though, far from it. It works, it's a fun movie. I like that the Hulk can hold a conversation now, so maybe Marvel will finally try their hand at giving him another movie. I like Jeff Goldblum's performance, especially because I don't think he knew he was being filmed for the majority of it. The only real complaint I have is with Valkyrie. Not the character or Tessa Thompson, the actress who played her. They're great. My problem is that in the comics, Valkyrie is bisexual. Now, in the movie, they don't acknowledge her sexuality at all, so no big deal, right? Well, actually, Tessa Thompson fought for the character to be bi. And they even shot a scene of a woman walking out of Valkyrie's bedroom. However, an executive at Disney decided to cut the scene, saying it would be too distracting. Now, normally I wouldn't let this affect my opinion on a movie because, you know, it's all behind the scenes stuff, but I like this movie so much I was heartbroken when I found out. And as a bisexual man myself, I couldn't help but be disappointed. So I had to knock it down from my number 1 position to number 2. Number 1. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is like the perfect sequel. It takes everything you loved about the first one and adds 100% more Sylvester Stallone to it. It also adds more interesting and diverse characters to the roster. While the first Guardians was great at introducing you to the main cast of characters, this film really makes it feel like time has passed and they've become a family. In fact, the whole movie is about family. Siblings, fathers, even spouses. It's about keeping the ones you love close to you while you still can. I've seen this movie a couple times now, and I cry at the ending every single time. I hate the beginning with Baby Groot dancing, but I know I'm in the minority there. Other than that, I have no complaints about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's the best looking superhero movie this year, and it's also the best in every other way, too. Thank you so much for watching this and sticking with me to the end. Did you agree with my list? Did you disagree with this list? What should have been number 1? What should have been on the list that wasn't? All that stuff, tell me in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. Please subscribe. And if you really liked it, tell a friend about it. Get more people to watch this channel. That'd be great. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They should be on the screens right now. The screens? There's only one screen. Should be on the screen right now. Thank you. Thanks again. Let's get out of here.